Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday and it's nighttime and I'm live again. I'm so excited. If it's one thing that I truly love, it's a launch party. I love being there when things start happening right from the jump. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in our guest. You all know him. Here he is.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Wow, that's what you meant by that. I'm like, sure, do it.
Are you cool if I rickroll the chat? And he was like, what? I was like, just hang tight. I'll be right back.
Oh my
That's
God.
amazing.
We are not going to let you down. Hello, everyone.
Oh, man. We're never
What's
going to
up,
let
Laurie?
you down. We're going to launch Russ
Oh,
now.
Man. Listen, so the last time I had a launch party, it was Wonder Duck, and it didn't launch. It failed to launch.
What?
But yes, I was on there, and a lot of
Push
these
the button and it didn't go?
No, it didn't go. It was a dud. And so I was on for like 45 minutes trying to launch this thing live. And listen, big shout out to you guys who are in the chat right now. You guys remember this because you guys were part of that whole experience. It was insane. What up, everybody? It was nuts. But we finally got it to launch, and I did manage to get to the funding goal. So that was fun. I went up to party with you. Yeah, man, this is fun. Thank you so much for doing this, Laurie. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't miss this for the world. Like I said, I love a great lunch. And George with a J, we go back a ways, right? I mean, like we're buds.
Yes,
so I wouldn't miss this. I love launching things. I like being in the thick of it. I need to be there, right?
Absolutely. Well, you see some of the chat there. So Paul, he remembers. Hades remembers. I remember the Wonder Duck launch or blacked it off. Lou, Wonder Duck became a sitting duck.
He was in there, like just taking the Mickey out of you in the chat.
It was epic. It was so epic. It was good. It was
you
good.
Know, I've done that too, though. I think it was my very first one, and it was those stupid like early bird pledges or like the early bird rewards where you're trying to set them up for a certain time frame, and Kickstarter would just kick it back. And I was like, same thing. I panicked, and like who was it? Jeff Haas helped. He was like, can you give me admin? So I gave him admin. He went in and fixed it. And he was like, okay, try again.
Daphne Lage was my angel. That was my savior. She was the one that saved me. But yeah, it happens. It happens. But thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
It's the launch of RUSS5377, my 25th anniversary book. And I can't wait to share that with you. I do have a couple of things that I'm going to be doing tonight. The spinner is back. There are no names in the spinner. There are no names in the spinner. There are no names in the spinner right now, but I'm going to start adding them because there are people in the chat. So here's what's going to happen. So the people in the chat, anybody here that's in the chat has already said hello, is going to enter into a chance to win a signed copy of the book tonight. So we're going to do the drawing a little later. So I'm gonna start.
For sure, Hugo's not gonna win now. Sorry.
Yeah, you know what? Hugo's name's not even coming on here. That's it. It's over. Now let me throw some names. Who's in the chat? So we got.
Well, let's go back to the beginning. There's Laurie Cunningham.
Okay.
This was before we had gone live. So then Hugo was like rattling around because
he was around the cage. All right, I like that.
Lou Pons, she says, I hear you knocking, but you can't come in, sir. You go, but I live here.
I love these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, Lou, fashionably late for
Kevin
party.
Davis is in the house.
Yeah, yes. Big shout out to Kevin, man.
Of course, Hades is here.
Right.
We have Michael Sammartino, if I said that correctly. I hope
Michael Sammartino, man. Yep.
Martino.
Uh-huh.
Hugo again.
Hugo.
Philip Russert.
Oh, look at Philip. All right, Phil. Philip Russert. Gotcha.
Everybody's favorite fan, Arlise.
Arlise.
I love Arlise.
Okay.
This is Kevin again. You're cheating.
Okay. You're trying to get multiple.
I know. And then we have William Pace.
What up, Will? All right, William. And I think that's it. Right then it starts getting.
How many is that?
So that's 8. So we need 2 more.
Oh, so we need 2 more people to join so we can.
Spin that wheel a little later. So I'm sure they'll be fashionably late. But
I want to talk about this. So
Yeah.
your launch tonight is different than the Wonder Duck
Yes.
because the book is already made.
Yes.
Right?
It's already made. It's 25 years in the making. It's
Oh my
made.
God.
It's made. The only thing that changes is the cover and some of the interior stuff, because I've added things inside the book to commemorate the 25th anniversary of Russ. And for those who don't know, I'm celebrating 25 years of the creation of the character. So I created Russ in 1999. And so that was the creation. So that's what we're celebrating, not necessarily the book being printed or published or anything like that. It's the creation.
25 years since,
Yes.
inception, which is still something to be said, sir.
Yeah.
What have I done for 20? Okay, I've done martial arts for over 25 years, but that's
See?
it. Like, who can name something that they've been? It's hard to do that.
No,
You
but
know?
I feel like, okay, so if you're a creative person, Nam
Hey,
is in the house.
David Howard. I used your Clark Kent name. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's
No,
Nam, everybody.
you're just
Hey.
in time. How dare you crowdfund a book we don't have to wait a year for?
Well, no, there's not even a crowdfunding.
It's
No, it's just go get your book. It's so simple. William,
This is how
we're
young
just gonna
George.
drop the link where you can go and get the
Yes.
book. This is how young George is. That's over half of his life ago. I
Yeah.
think it is, actually.
Yes, it is. It is. I just had a birthday, but yes, it still is. Thank God.
I was like, I
In a
don't
few
think
years,
he's
it
50
won't be.
yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So you're a writer, Laurie. I know you.
Yes.
I know you just started producing comics and doing all that kind of stuff, but you must have been creating things way back when,
Creating things.
right? Characters, ideas, stories.
You know, I never thought I would be a writer. I didn't write. I wrote Catfishing in 2017, and that's using loose terms of writing because it was just an action sequence. I didn't write. Okay, I'll take that back. There is another script that I was working on, but it's still, I haven't put it down. Like, it's just
But you create. So in other words, you created the character at some point many years ago before you finished it. So that's what this is, right? So
that's what this is.
right. So I created, and there's tons of characters like Wonder Duck I created back in like 92, 93. Like, you know what I mean? But where they are today is completely different. You know,
No, that is not what happens.
No. Oh,
he knows better. He has met me in person, and he knows how high I can kick.
I do. We did.
Hey,
what up, D-Wait? All right.
that's
So
10.
we got our 10. All right. So at some point today, in a few minutes, before the end of the show, we're going to spin that wheel, and the winner is going to receive a free copy of the book, signed. This will be a signed copy of the book. Don't let that deter you from ordering the book now. You'll just have 2 copies. All right.
Right.
So,
and you can give one to a friend. Be like, this is the amazing book. I got the cooler one, which is signed, but you should read this.
You can have
Merry Christmas.
Exactly. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of things, and we've been working on this stuff behind the scenes for a little while. Again, big shout out to Laurie, big shout out to Hades, who is the man behind ASAP Imagination and the publisher of RUSS5377. So thank you very much, sir, for being awake at this time all the way across the pond. So thank you. And big shout out to everybody who's been involved. So, but back in 1999, I know you have them up there, Laurie, the little alien looking character. If you want
the one that's on paper?
Yes.
This one.
That one.
This guy.
So that's the original design for the character. That was Russ. That was 1999. I was sitting in a classroom in college, and I was bored out of my mind. And I started doodling this dude, and noticed the hat, the baggy jeans, and the baggy shirts, you know, and the collar.
It was the 90s.
That is the 90s. That's what I was wearing in the 90s. So there you go. He's still awake. Hades, you're the man.
Like, go back to bed. No, it's okay. You can stay awake. Yay.
Oh, I was that into this. I could stay awake. Look at this. You guys are the best. Amazing. Thank you. So this is what it was, Laurie. This is what I created. But when I drew this character and I doodled it, I had no story. I don't know how you come up, and we've spoken about this when we talked about writing. And I didn't have a story for him yet. all I had was just the character. I didn't even have a name. All I had was just the character. And I was working at an orphanage back in the day. And I decided, you know what? What if I put these two things together? And I put him in an orphanage, and the story grew from there. So sometimes that's how it happens, right? It's the character and then the story. The Junko jeans, yes, indeed. He doesn't look like he's up for party like it's 1999. But this was it, man. This is what started it all. This was it. This
That's
image.
amazing.
Yeah.
See, something, just a doodle on a page can take on a life of its own.
Yes.
You know?
And back then I thought I was going to be the artist on the book. I had high aspirations of doing a monthly series like I'd grown up reading, like Spider-Man and all those other stories that I read. And I quickly realized it's not that easy. It isn't. It's not.
Oh, Lord, is it not?
No. And back then I wasn't writing scripts. I was just kind of drawing as I went along. So the stories really didn't have any structure. It was just, it was like playing, when you're a little kid and you're playing with your action figures and whatever happens while you're playing is what goes on the page. That's what it was. So I got stuck. So this next image is the cover that I created. The blue one with
the blue one?
Yeah, the one with the guy in the middle screaming, and then there's two faces on the side. Am I describing
this one? I know, I'm like, no spoilers, people. I'm not clicking around.
Yes, that one. So this was what I was doing. This was what I was, I had just discovered Photoshop, and I started coloring and doodling and special effects with the lightning and stuff like that. And so I wasn't the strongest artist, but I had a big imagination.
Yes.
And so this ended up becoming the cover of the first issue that I drew back in 2000, and I want to say 2003, because by then I had already met Mr. Samuel Vera, and I started working with Crazy Comics. So this was the book that I was going to put out, and this was the cover. Fun fact: this was also the book and the cover that got destroyed by a critic. It was destroyed. Yeah.
Oh no!
Always awesome to see.
We always think we're so excited, and then the public gets a hold of it, and it's like, ooh.
But here's that lesson, right? Remember that now, especially when you're doing this now publicly like this. What's up, Aníbal? What ends up happening is, once you produce this stuff and you put it out there for the public, now it's open for criticism. It's open for all kinds of things. So this is when I learned you have to have, thick skin if I'm going to do this the way I want to do this. And so, so that critique really, got the ball rolling. It was like, okay, either you ish or you get off the pot. Is that yes? So Aníbal Arroyo, my friend here, who's in the chat, who's saying, is that the garish and gaudy book? He knows the story. So those were words used by the critic describing the art.
Ouch.
It was garish and it was gaudy. Now, Laurie, at the time I had to look up the word gaudy because I had no idea what the hell it was. But when I found out what it was, I was like, you son of a...
You didn't. How dare you?
How dare you? But they ripped it, man. They ripped it. They said that about the artwork, it was amateurish. And listen, to be fair, it was. I mean, come on, it was. Now, for those who don't know, because it is the 25th anniversary of the book, I am reprinting this book for the first time since that time. Yeah. I'm going to have it at shows when I start later on this month. So you will see the original print of the book. We all had to look it up.
Nobody knew what it meant, but it sounded bad.
Yes.
Dang it. Like, what did you just call us? Look that up.
It was bad. It was bad. But
it's great to see the journey. It's great. Yes. I mean, like, we still look back at Superman #1. It's campy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's completely different than what it is now, but it's about the journey sometimes.
Well, that's what it is. And that's why, like, it made me angry. The garish and gaudy edition. Yes. I should have called it that. Hugo, where were you freaking 10 months ago when I was planning this?
Oh no.
But this is what happens, right? This is, I think, to me, it was a lesson, right? And it was like, all right, what am I going to do? What am I going to do here?
Yes.
Am I gonna fold it and say, all right, I'm done? Now it did do one thing though. I stopped drawing. I did stop drawing. I was like, maybe I need to stop drawing. But the article also talked about how he enjoyed the story. So I was like, all right, you know what?
There we go.
Let me focus on that then. Let me become just the writer of the story, and I will hire a group of artists to work on the book, right? So that's what I did. I didn't stop. I didn't quit. I just now had time to sit down and write 6 scripts of this story and make it, make sense, as much sense as I could.
Yeah.
Way back in like 2003, I guess 2001, 2003. So that's what happened there. So this was the cover that kind of started all of that. So Luce, what does Luce say? Regardless of how
it looked then to now, you got it out there. You achieved something that many don't. Many just sit on their stories or sit on their talents and they don't go anywhere. But I do have to say this.
Yeah.
You took the criticism and you turned it into a positive. You decided to focus on your strengths. And then I'm sure you do what I do. Anytime I get criticism, I go read. What can I do better? How do I do it? What are the rules? Because at one point, someone was like, you lettered issue number 1. I was like, yeah. They're like, you break a lot of rules. And I was like, I didn't even know there was rules.
Right.
And that way I was like, I need to go learn the rules. So that's what you do is like, when you get criticism, it's like, oh, I didn't realize that I'm breaking rules of, script writing or how I'm supposed to panel or how much information is on it or when you turn a page. Like there's so many things that go into the art. That a lot of times we just don't know. So, but kudos to you that you took it, you internalized it and you turned it into focus. And then you made the product better because can I show what it looks like now?
Yeah. So this is, so when I hired the artist, they came back with this, right? And I was like, okay, all right, cool. I can mess with this. And then you have some interior pages. So I'll show, if you want to just show them.
You know?
There you go. So this is what they came back with. And again, I do have the original versions. So you guys, if you guys pick it up, you can compare the two. But yeah, so this was then what it turned to, right?
Beautiful.
They did a really, really good job. And what I said to them was, again, remember, this is the 2003, 2004 when they started. So I told them, what I want you to do with the characters as far as like style to draw it, give me the Boondocks, which, remember that cartoon, the Boondocks, or that comic strip, the Boondocks? Give me the Boondocks meets Dragon Ball Z. That's what I want. I want a mixture of those two things. And so they came back with this. And there are a few pages in here, no spoilers. It's just, they did a really good job with like just the storytelling and putting everything together. I did the lettering on the book back then. That's when I started lettering, Laurie. This is actually when I started lettering because again, similar to you, I didn't know there weren't any rules, right? I was just doing it. And I got to give a big shout out. To oh my God, his name is escaping me. Wilson Ramos.
Okay.
Big shout out to Wilson Ramos Jr. He is a letterer. He does a lot of lettering for he's a professional letterer now. And I asked him, I said, hey man, can you take a look at my book, the original book that I had done? Can you take a look at that and tell me like what did I do wrong here? And he said, yeah, there are a couple of things that you got to work on. The eye with the crossbar was a major thing even back then. And just, different sizes of the letters and all that other stuff. So he gave me a lot of really good feedback that I took with me. And it's learning, right? So I learned and I applied to what I was doing. I guess the moral of the story is if somebody gives you a crappy review, don't fold up shop. Don't think you suck. Don't think it's over. Just work on, if you really want to do this, then fix it, focus on your strengths and go out there and fix it. I guess it's what we're trying to do here. I
don't read when I get criticism. I look for who gave me the critique. Just kidding, maybe. Well, there is something to be said with that because some people, we talked about this earlier on my other show where there's so much negativity and some people just want to take you down a peg. And I mean, like, I don't know if you're familiar with Carrie. She's also in the UK, but she made a post where she was like, someone Papa Roach had a song about being a shining light in other people's lives, and she had made a comment that she had suicide attempts 4 times, and someone said, "Try again." Like, why?
Wow.
You know what I mean? So if the criticism is coming from like that kind of troll, then
Right.
don't bother. But if
True.
it's like, if it's a peer review, like if George is critiquing my stuff, I'm listening. You know what I mean? Because I know it's with the
Comes from a good
intention of
place.
making my product the
Yeah.
best version of itself, you know?
Yeah.
Not
No,
just ripping it to shreds because they want to see you cry.
and to be
I get
fair,
it.
like we and I talk to like Aniba is a really good friend of mine, and we talk a lot about like just the industry and all that stuff. And I won't give you criticism unless you ask me for it.
Ask. Yeah. And I
You know what
do
I'm
the
saying?
same. I do the
I'm
same.
not just gonna, I'm not, even if I see a mistake, I'm not going to point it out to you because I don't know your sensitivities. I feel like I'm stepping out of line. I don't want to make you feel bad. But if you ask me, if you say, "Hey George, what do you think about this?" Then I will tell you, well, you know what? This is what I see. I see this, I see that, I see that. And then you can take it as however you want. But there are people who also do that, who just, yeah, you know what? This looks like, it's like, dude, I never really even asked you. Like, I don't, like, I don't.
Well, it's like, oh, are you in the comic industry? Oh, you're a dentist. Oh, okay. So, I mean, there's that.
Yeah, next time I have a cavity, we can chat. But like right now, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean?
I've said this so many times, but when I see these interiors, it reminds me of Saturday morning cartoons, the color palette, the whole feeling behind it, and it just reminds me of growing up and that nostalgia of watching cartoons. This page especially, like boom, like that's amazing.
Yeah, you should see the way mine looks. The one that I originally did.
Oh, I was like, the what?
Yeah. No, it's a cool comparison to have. The chat's cracking me up though. These guys,
I know they really are.
Yeah, they control. I love them.
I got criticism from and then you have to say accepted or rejected, and then a check mark in one of the boxes.
That's amazing.
Unsolicited criticism is never good. Sometimes, most of the time, no. Most of the time, no. Right?
See, this is Michael. This is what he does. This is what he does. This is what he does. He just comes into these streams, and this is what he does. George said my comic was trash. That is not true. Michael Sammartino's comic is money. I love his comic book. If you haven't yet, Laurie, check it out. It's called it's really good. It's good. What is it called? Mike, what's your trash comic book called? I can't remember now. I can't recall.
The opinions of the man here is not the opinions of the show.
It's Technogods. It's Technogods. And Technogods is so good.
Shirt.
It really is a good book. Technogods is a really good book. Michael's a really cool dude, man.
I have ideas for merch on your ASAP site now in your collection.
Like Mike said, damn. No, Mike, it's not trash. I'm joking with you, man. It is a very good book. It is a very good book. But but yeah. So these became the interior pages. And so what I'm doing for this version of the book. Now again, the book was 6 issues, 6 chapters. I put it all together. I produced it back in 2014. We put the book together and put it out under Mass Media Studios, which was a studio that Anibal and a friend of mine, Jonathan Syfax, had formed together at the time. Mass Media Studios, and for Medina, A for Arroyo, S for Syfax. So at the time,
not going to remember.
Yeah, right. And Mas means more in Spanish.
Mas, yeah.
Yes, Mas means more. So that was our slogan. Mas means more. So we put a bunch of books together. I had this one. I did the original print of Wonder Duck, issue number 1 under that label, and then we had a bunch of anthologies that we did together. So that was a fun time, man. We had a book called Street Journal, and Eva did his book called Little Steve's Closet, which was a children's book, which is now on the Anyone World website as well. If you guys want to pick it up, pick up the digital copy on the Anyone World. But yeah, so 2014 was a cool year. I put all this together. I had finished the book. I was very happy. It did very well, and then the band broke up. And we disbanded. We're still all very good friends. As a matter of fact, Anibal, Jonathan, and myself are going to San Antonio. Are you going to be there to the Superhero Comic-Con in San Antonio, Texas in June? Okay.
No, I didn't plan anything for June or July because my brothers and my sister-in-law are having a baby.
Right, you said that.
So I
Okay.
wasn't sure when I was going to be taken off.
Okay. Yeah, no, but we're all getting together. So the three of us and Sam, we're
And
gonna get
Sam?
back together. Yeah, we're hanging out in San Antonio. So that's gonna be fun next month.
There's
So
gonna be
yes,
shenanigans going
there's
on.
gonna be definitely shenanigans. But we're
Oh.
gonna have a good time. So yeah, so that that was Mass Media Studios. It disbanded. I continued to print the book, but then now I was looking for a new publisher, right? And I knew that the 25th anniversary was coming up. Enter Hades, an ASAP
Enter
Imagination.
Hades.
Yes. He originally picked up the book digitally. So through the Anyone World, I was able to print out issues 1 through 6 digitally. So if you guys want to pick up the book digitally, you can. You can go to anyoneworld.com and you can pick up issues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It is now on their platform. And
Look,
this is the Anyone World.
Wait a second. We gotta do the music too.
Let's do it.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
That's all you got. That's all you got. Nice. Oh, look what it is. Path of the Pale
This
Knight.
is just anyoneworld.com, everybody. And then, of course, you can search by creator. That's the easiest way. And I don't know if you've seen all this, but look, this has just grown so much. It's nuts. And this is just comics.
Right.
Is it? No, I lied. This is everybody because there's books in here too.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like Reclamation is in here. Bethany Powers is a great novelist. So here's George's collection.
Right. Yeah.
Bam!
There it is. There's everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I managed to write one of the books for ASAP Imagination, Dead of Night, issue number 2. That's in my collection because I wrote the second issue of the book. So, but this is everything that you can get right now under my collection. You have a collection as well, Laurie, and everybody who's involved in the Anyone World. When you sign up to have your books, sold on the website, you get a collection. We all get a collection. So issues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are on there.
Nam, you have to dance when that music comes on. You have no choice.
You said it had to be said.
Like that's horror music.
That's right. That's right.
But this is an amazing collection. Like when we all start, it's like, okay, just bring my issue 1 or like bring issues 2, and then it's like issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Wonder Duck, Dead of Night, and now RUSS5377 is now available as well. So this is where you go, people. I'm going to drop this link right into the chat. This is where you can go get your copy. So you don't have to pledge. You're not going to wait 30 days. It's already available, and here's where you get it.
Yes.
Ta-da.
That's it. Yeah, there you go. So that's where you get it. What I'm also going to do, like I said, if you guys just got in, I'm going to be spinning the wheel. I'm going to be spinning the spinner. Okay.
Oh, are we doing that now?
No, not yet. The names are in there. The names are in there. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. But the winner of the spin will get a free copy of the book signed. So, but yeah. So going back to the Russ thing, Laurie, if you have the new cover now, the brand new cover.
The new cover, my favorite. Hold, please. Must push all the buttons.
Hugo said that jingle should play whenever you click submit order. Johnny C, people love the spinner. Yes, they do. So
hey,
Johnny. Yeah, I shared a table. So this is what happened at the New York Comic Con. So in October, number one, I shared a table with Johnny C. Big shout out to Johnny C.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, and I had a spinner there, and everybody would just come up. Can I spin the wheel? And I was like, sure. So they would just spin it, and in it, there were prizes you could win, but you had to.
Oh, you should have had them pay you.
Well, yeah. I mean, but
then the spinner, and then it tells you how much you have to pay me for comics.
So, but it was a good time. And at that convention, I met a gentleman from Argentina who was kind of who I think it was for her first time in New York. He was actually promoting another book that he had worked with people from the States. So it was his first time in the States, and he was promoting the fact that he was doing a book. And he happened to pass by the table, and he showed me his portfolio, and I was like, "Holy crap, bro! This is amazing, dude." And I said, hey, listen, can I take your information and maybe at some point you and I, maybe we can collaborate, we can do something together. And he said, yeah, sure. And this was the collaboration. It was the new cover for the book, for the 25th anniversary edition of the book. His name is Santiago. He's on Instagram. If you guys want to follow him, he's a SAN_BAQ. Really, really talented artist. He at first I got a little nervous because I was like, is this AI? And he was like, no. This was all done by me digitally. It's a digital art, and he had the breakdowns. He had.
You asked him if it was AI?
Yeah, you have to. Nowadays, you don't know. You know what I mean?
Not terrible.
Yeah,
if you're too good, we assume you're cheating.
it was beautiful. Like just the background, the faces in the background.
Yeah,
it's just like, wow, that's insane. But
that's cool.
He was able. He did this in like no time, and I decided, you know what, that's going to be the cover for the new book. And how fun is it crossing paths with someone ending up working together? Yeah, it's really, really, really dope. And the thing is, looking at it for a bit, awesome. Yeah, the thing with this thing is, it came from an idea I had for the 3rd issue of the book that I had drawn, and it was basically Russ jumping out of his the group home where he lives with his buddies, but we decided to put, instead of him jumping out with his buddies, we decided to put him in smoke up in the clouds, not knowing whether or not they made it out or not. So that is the question. That is the question. But I ran my art through a tool to identify AI. I said my art. No way, Lou. That's crazy. What? That is nuts. Wow.
That's not cool. I don't like that at all.
No. And let me tell you something. Lou's artwork is insane.
It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lou's absolutely incredible.
There you go. That's what AI stands for. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Lou did I was playing Slaughterville with Pops and Chris Brown, and she did a picture of my character who is a Karen, and is every bit sense of that word, Karen. Is hilarious, playing this Karen in a horror D&D game. Just so funny. So it was like our 2 characters, like if they were part of like Scooby-Doo, and it was so funny. It was great. So I was just like, Lou's art is amazing. She's done a couple of them.
She's insane. So what I decided to do with this piece of art is I decided to order a bunch of 8x10 prints.
Cool.
Of the artwork, just because I love it so much. So for those who are watching, if you guys order the book today while you're online with me right now, I'll send you guys a free print for ordering the book while you guys are on the podcast. So so make sure you hit that button, order the book, and I will send you my email address. Actually is in the show notes. So if you go into the description, you'll see my email address. Email me, let me know that you placed the order. And I'll send you guys a copy, a print of this for you guys to hang on your wall or whatever. So yeah. Do that. Thanks.
Right. I mean, like freebies. That's amazing.
Freebies.
I love it.
Freebies. Now, we also wanted to do. I think that normally on these shows, and Nem can attest to this, the best question gets a prize, and usually it's like it's some. Yeah, you guys, you've done these before, right, Laurie?
But usually, never mind.
What do you mean?
Oh, you don't want to know. Questions I get are not the same questions that you get.
No. Well, listen, best question is going to win something.
Best question. Go, everybody, go.
Yeah, so pop some questions in the chat. Ask questions, whether it's about the book, it's about us, it's about Path of the Pale Rider, whatever. Ask questions, best questions. Get this.
It needs to be about George's stuff. I'm just the hostess. I'm hosting here. I'm not in the hot seat.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Laurie.
You're in the hot seat. How many books do I need to order so I can wallpaper my house?
That's gonna be a few, Laurie.
All of them.
That we'll put that under best question candidates right there. That's a good one. That is a very good question.
Like how many licks to the center of a
Tootsie Pop? Yes, yes, indeed. But yeah, no. So I'm excited. I'm very happy about how it came out. The 25th anniversary edition is going to have a few bios in the back of the book and things like that. So pick up your copy, check it out, And the books are actually at the printer now. We should be getting them any minute now. I'm excited because I'm going to get some copies here myself. So I can't wait to bring those with me. I'm actually putting together a book signing at a local comic book shop here in Yonkers. So I'll have more information on that. You do a lot of those, right, Laurie?
I do a lot. I love going to LCSs. I'm doing a few shows at libraries this year. I haven't done that before. So we'll see how libraries go. But I love going to LCSs. That's my favorite. Because it's your audience walking in the door, right?
True.
And I love cons, but cons could be a lot of work. I mean, everything's work, but it's just it's just a different kind.
Cons, man, cons are rough. If Russ is writing Big James, what is the over under on the number of Chuck Norris they could take down? Well played. I
don't know. It's Chuck Norris, but I mean, it is Big James and Russ together.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Lord.
That's right. That's a good one.
Dare we say we could stand up to Chuck Norris? Oh no, he's here in Texas. We don't piss off Chuck Norris here.
No, Chuck is Chuck.
He's still alive.
Chuck is different. Chuck is different.
He's here.
He is. Oh man.
Who else has got some questions? Lou,
Johnny? Who else? How many Steven Seagals
before Big James gets indigestion? One. That guy's fat and stupid.
Well, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Lou's got a question here. Are any of the characters influenced by real people? And if yes, can you reveal who? Yes, they are. So RUSS5377, right? The last, what I did was in the story, those are their I guess they're not their code names, but these are the names that they're known. The 5377 and all these numbers are just codes for what they call the kids in the group home or whatever. Those numbers
and not names.
No, so they have numbers. So Russ is Russ, but his number is 5377. That's his number.
Gotcha.
His other buddies have numbers. They all have numbers. So what I did was I used those numbers because 5377 is my date of birth. That's what the number is. The other numbers are numbers of my friends' date of births. So the other kids, like these two of his best friends, were two of my best friends in college. And so I used their numbers as codes and their personalities and what they would get into and things like that. I use them as my friends in the story. So yes, so the people, they are based on real people. And that's how that came about. Yeah.
That's cute. I don't have anybody in my story that's real. Nope. And they're lucky.
Did you have all six chapters planned out ahead of time, or did it just end up being 6? So I don't know. For some reason, back in the early 2000s, 6 issues was like the number. Like every arc had 6 issues. Yeah, I think it still is. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think publishers are looking for a run that's 6 issues or less at this point. Okay. So anything longer than that, it's hard to get picked up. Right. Unless you're like Robert Kirkman.
And I think it's the page count. Right, I think it's what it ends up being. So 22 times 6.
It's dollars.
Right. Yeah. And it's how much it's printed. But back then, I think I did it because everybody was doing it, and I guess they're still doing it. So I decided to do the 6-issue run, and I decided to, give it a beginning, middle, and end. 6 issues was kind of like it worked out perfect. So at first, I didn't have it planned that way, which is why I went back to the drawing board. Because by issue number 3, which Aniwa who was in the chat said, is that the Sharpie issue? Yes, we inked that thing in Sharpie. Like it was like,
shut up.
I swear to God, we were going to a convention in a few weeks, maybe the day later, and we needed to get this thing to the printer, but it wasn't inked. So we all took turns, grabbed these pages, and threw Sharpies on them to ink them. This is how, this is how it was back then. This is how we were rolling back then. Okay. Yes, it was bad. It was bad business. Anyway, issue 3 never made the light of day. I don't think it ever was ever printed. But that's where I got stuck. I had a wall at issue number 3. And so when I started rewriting the story, I decided to do it this way, to do it in 6 issues. Let me spread it out in 6 issues. And that's where the 6 issues came from. Yes, good question, man. Good
question.
One,
yeah.
Good one. Lou and Hugo. Good question.
Is there any other art in here that I didn't share? I'm just peeking to see. Tell me about this.
What is this?
It's the chapter 1, but it's black and white. Is this the old version, new version?
New version. So the 25th anniversary edition, that's the little logo at the bottom.
I see, yeah.
That tells you that it's the new version. So yeah, so to divide the chapters, I needed chapter dividers, which if Laurie's watching, Ellie Cunningham, I owe you some chapter things that I got to get to her. But this is what it looked like. Yeah, it just reminded me. I was like, dang, I got to do that. But this is what it looked like. So chapter 1. So these are just, I took pages or scenes from within the chapter, made it black and white, threw a little color on top of it, and these are the chapter dividers. So chapter 1, every chapter will have a different one.
Those are nice. I've seen that done.
Yeah,
in their comics.
And that's the fun part about doing that. Curious, if you went into Russ's life in the orphanage set against his exciting story, did you do the writer thing and explore deeper issues? You know, it's funny. I want to say yes, but like back in 1999 or back in 2003, when I started rewriting it, I don't think that I was thinking that deep into it. I kind of just wanted to tell a cool story. Looking back at it now, I'm like, damn, that's a missed opportunity. I could have done something with that. I could have done something with that. There is, yeah. I mean, there is the tagline of the story is believe nothing, right? So the story, for those who don't know, is about a boy named Russ who's about 17 years old. And when the story opens up, he wakes up from a dream that he's been having. The dream isn't a dream, it's a memory that he shouldn't have, because when he was 5 years old, his memory was erased. Okay, so he shouldn't remember anything, but he does. And so slowly through the story, he starts realizing that maybe this is an orphanage, maybe this is something else, and we need to get the heck out of here. And that's kind of like where the story kind of develops. Now, it's a conspiracy story, right? It's the thing about, you know, what do we really know? Do we really know everything, or do we just go by what people tell us, quote unquote, the government, right? We just believe it because they tell us it's true. So that's kind of like the theme within the story. It's that conspiracy thing, believe nothing, because nothing that Russ is experiencing is real. Everything is make-believe. His life has all been a lie in a sense. So there's a lot of that in there. I wasn't thinking about it that deep back then, and I'm surprised that it actually is in there. But yeah, that a lot of that is in the story of Russ. So by the end, you find out whether he gets out or not, you know, and who survives and who doesn't. Sharpies, did you all do your eyebrows afterwards? No, I don't think we did. Also, you've written a few stories. Russ, Wonder Dog, Dead of Night 2. How much do you write published or not? I have a lot of stories, you know, like I think we all do. I'm sure, Laurie, you have stories that you haven't published, I'm sure. So I am currently writing a couple of stories that I'm hoping to have published by either the end of the year or beginning of next year. I feel like, you know, part 2 of Wonder Duck is coming out. The pages have started to come in. I'm very excited. I just got the cover, so I'm going to release that in a few weeks. But yeah, no, I'm definitely always writing, man. Always writing.
Yay! Thank you, Nam.
You saw me just thanks, Nam. Appreciate you, brother. LA says, do you think you'll ever write more stories relating to Russ in the same universe? Yes, I'm actually writing a story about Russ and his friends. And actually, it was almost like what happens after this story. So yeah, so I am writing something now. I'm hoping to have that, you know, next year sometime.
Y'all have time to write? No, just kidding.
Dude, it's tough. Especially
you have to make time.
No,
I'm finding
you do. I mean, with the podcasting and like I'm doing a lot of lettering jobs and stuff like that, and the shows, and it's tough. It's tough to find some time, but like you said, you have to find it.
You have to make that time. Yeah. Yep. I feel you. What do you think? Time to spin that wheel?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, you ready?
We need some music. Wait, let me see what I got here.
Let's hope this thing doesn't go flying. It usually does. Oh, that's cute. All right, I'm gonna give it one big spin.
There we go.
Ready? There we go. Hugo! Hugo!
See, it's totally rigged.
The guy that took
Hugo's like, this is so rigged, and then it's Hugo.
And it's Hugo. Yeah, it's rigged, Hugo. There you go. Oh,
snap. Oh no.
That is hilarious. Oh, That
close.
Well, Lou, you're right
Hey,
there.
that's
You're right
exciting.
there.
Hugo, when you get it, I'll come touch it. Right? You're right. Next time I see Hugo, bring the copy so I can be like, I want to touch the book.
Hugo, send me your info, brother. I'll get the book out to you as soon as it gets to me. I'll send a signed copy out to you, man. You're in the big spin thing. I just like to talk to you about the value of your price.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, that was great. Oh, listen, you know it's funny when we did the launch for Wonder Duck. So I remember how I told you got stuck. It wouldn't. So I did one of these. I did one of these spins, and one of the winners was the woman who helped me get the thing launched. So Daphne Lage ended up winning on the wheel a prize, and I swear to God, it wasn't rigged. It just happened to go that way. And tonight, same thing happens. Hugo's talking about how it's rigged, and here you are, buddy. Here's your prize. Oh man. Oh, there you go, Hugo. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Not again. That is hilarious. Yes. So this is the link. This is where you can get it. Buy it now, order it, and you should have it. The orders are going out right away. I mean, we're not waiting 30 days for this thing. This is right away. So you guys should be getting the books in a few weeks. But yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's the story of Russ.
Hey,
that's what that's what happened. Raphael, what's up, my brother? Cap, thank you, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, okay. So the best question, Laurie, this is gonna be tough. We had some.
I don't know. Do I get a vote?
Hugo can't win it all. Hugo already won a book. You know what I mean? He asked a good question. Hugo, you asked an amazing question. I appreciate the question. But let's see who else we have. We have Lou. We had Nem.
I mean, this counts. Oh, we had this. We had this.
Man.
Russ was writing Big James. How many Chuck Norrises would go down?
Yes.
I rather like this one from Lou because in the fact that you do have characters in your story that are based off of real people and friends. And it's based off of kind of your experience at the orphanage.
Yeah.
This
All
one
right.
is my vote.
Lou, I think Lou was very close on the board as well. So we're gonna go with Lou. Lou Ponch, you have won a prize. I don't know what the prize is yet. You got to figure out. But
everybody's saying about George, he forgot the prize. So come on,
you're getting a prize. No, you're getting a prize. Listen, I'm gonna send you a Russ T-shirt for your troubles. Yes, you will be getting a Russ T-shirt for your troubles. So listen, my email is in the thing. Send me your T-shirt size, the color you prefer. We'll be in contact about it. What's up with these T-shirts, Laurie? Are they available for sale?
Mine?
Yes.
I gotta fulfill the Kickstarter first, and then I'll throw them up on my website.
What about the hoodie? You got a yellow hoodie too.
Same thing. It's the exact same thing. I have the hoodie and the shirt. Nice. But on the Kickstarter, people could have one or the other, or they could add on. So I had about 50-50. But they're gorgeous. Nice. They turned out so good. I love my T-shirt lady. She's great.
Nice.
So,
yeah, no, I like that.
They say Path of the Pill Rider on the back too. So.
Oh, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna have to get one of those. UN and IOU. That's
you got a rain check. Hey. Totally rigged.
Everybody's excited. Totally.
Oh, wait for my T-shirt in the mail. Gotta rock it over here in the NCR. Yes.
Nice.
I know. My books are supposed to be to me on the 15th. So they are on their way. I'm getting 200 books, George.
Oh, wow. Good for you. Good for you. I did half of that. But yeah, no, 200 is nice. I mean, you're going to be able to do some conventions. You're going to be
half of those go to the Kickstarter people.
Well, true.
And then,
true.
So then the other half stay with me.
But well, you mentioned something about conventions and how crazy it gets.
Yes.
Right. And it does. It does get a little crazy. LCSs are nice because, people are there to buy comics. You figure a comic book convention, people are there to buy comics. They're not.
Not always.
A lot of other things.
Well, they're there to see celebrities. They're there for some merch. Sometimes they just walk around and eat food.
Yes, correct.
Like cosplay.
Correct. So it's tough. I mean, conventions, I still love them though.
I do
love
too.
Conventions. I do love conventions, man. I try to do one
I
every
have
week.
to be more proactive though and book them because I forget until I'm like, oh yeah, that's next month. Oh, I can't get in.
All right. Yeah, booking them ahead of time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a notice from Comic Palooza that there are some spots available open in Comic Palooza.
Where's that one? That one's in Houston?
One's Houston, I think so. Yeah.
Houston.
At the end of this month. And I'm like, I'm not flying out of the but like if I try to fly out there now, the flights are gonna be crazy expensive.
Airfare will be nuts.
Yeah.
But that is supposed to be a really good show that publishers go to.
Yeah.
Like big
so
publishers.
Apparently all they have available are dealer.
Who needs them anyway? Just kidding.
Dealer booths. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna
what booth?
Dealer booths, like the big, just the space is for like the dealers when they have all their back stock and their issues and stuff. I'm not gonna buy that now. Like that's insane. I don't have enough stuff to put in a dealer booth.
No,
you know what I mean? Like that's just insane.
That's what they're trying to peddle.
Now, yeah, because there's like three opened up. I guess somebody must have canceled or something like that.
Canceled.
So, because apparently it's a hard show to get into. Apparently,
yeah. So. Both Sam and Marco are going there.
Yeah. Look at Hugo.
Like,
some
coming?
people,
no.
Look at Hugo's comments. Some people go to cons just to get hot sauce.
That's just Hugo.
Big Michael Sabartino, love my Wonder Duck shirt. Always wear it. Look at that, my man. Yes, thank you so much, Hugo. You are the man. I mean, Hugo. Michael, you're the man, brother. Thank you.
I was dancing. I sold 15 books. 15 books. I'm assuming over the other weekend. Going to go and be envious and eat a cookie now.
Yo, selling books at conventions though is such a big accomplishment for us. You know what I mean? When you sell that book, man, you're like, yes, because it gets a little tough. You know,
it just depends. It just depends. Like I've had people, most of the time when they hear the pitch, they're in, but sometimes the price. Sometimes they can't afford.
Yes.
The whole shebang. They got to get parts, and that's okay too. I'm guilty of the hot sauce purchases. Michael, you need to come see me then.
Yeah,
come to
absolutely.
Texas. Are you in Texas?
No, he's in the East Coast. He's out here in Jersey. When are you coming to the East Coast? I mean, you come as far as Detroit, but when are you coming further out? No, not gonna do it. Not gonna happen. All right.
I don't know. I have to. Yeah, it's different. It's different because I'm a girl.
What do you mean?
It's different for us.
Yeah,
we can't go by ourselves.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I need someone to come with me, even though I can stabby. I prefer not to put myself in that situation.
I hear you.
So my husband is more concerned for my well-being, so it's like you shouldn't be traveling. So I need like a Lacey Kruger to come with me. You know what I mean? Or like if Lou's here in Texas, we could go do cons together.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we got to stick together. We can't just go traveling by ourselves. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous world. Don't you know about the bear?
Yeah, I've heard about the bear. I've heard.
There's
a lot of word about the bear.
There's a lot of things going on with bears these days.
Yeah. The Big James shirt is going in the t-shirt rotation between Scorpions and Ugly Kid Joe concert shirts I picked up last week. Nice.
Yes, you'll get one of these beautiful bad boys. I'm excited.
There you go. Ugly Kid Joe shirt. Nice. Hot sauce guilty shirt t-shirts.
I saw someone that had a bandolero with a bunch of hot sauces on it. I was like,
nice. Look at Lou's ready. I can kick ass. Pick me up.
Lou, say less.
Look at them. Besides writing comics, I provide bodyguard services. There you go.
See,
you're never alone. Look, if you guys come over to the East Coast, we'll take care of you. All right, don't worry about it.
I just need you to distract him so I can sneak around behind and then.
Done deal. Easy. That's cake. That is cake. Oh man, no, but listen, guys, thank you so much, everyone who showed up tonight.
Yeah,
I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining and for purchasing the book. And again, don't forget, send me your information. I will be sending out free prints as soon as they come in for the book. And I'll be at a show next weekend, walking around CradleCon. June, I'll be in. That's in New York. That's in Long Island, New York. Here next week in May 18th. And then next month, I'll be in San Antonio, walking around. And in July, I'll be in Plastic City in Massachusetts. So,
oh my gosh.
Check me out. Yeah.
He's getting around.
I get around.
Well, I'll wave south when you're here. for the Comic-Con. Be like, hey guys.
Are you doing Texoma next year?
I think so. Yeah.
That was fun. That was a good time. I may go out there and check you out. But yeah, Hades, happy launch day, my friend. Thank you, sir.
Yay.
Thank you very much.
Happy launch day, George, with a J. I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited for you. It's,
Thank
you know, that's one of the things is when I started my journey, I knew nobody, and I found my people and I found my friends, yourself included. Like you and Sam coming on Catch the Craze was always a highlight for me.
That's fun.
And
It's a good time.
that's one of the best things is watching your, you know, your friends in comics grow and reach these milestones. And I'm honored to be, you know, with you producing a book at the same time. We get to high five each other and just, you know, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of me too, but I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you too, man. The Path of the Pale Rider really took the indie scene by storm. You did your thing. You know what I mean? You were not afraid to get on these podcasts and talk about your book, the passion you speak about the book. It's insane and it's contagious. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to see what the next issue is and what the next issue is and what the next, like, you know what I mean? It's always, you're a hell of a writer. I'm telling you, a heck of a writer. And so I can't wait to see, you know, where the story goes. And the obviously the graphic novel is out now. So people need to pick that up as well. And I can't wait.
Yeah, it's not about me. So, but thanks.
Listen, it needs to be said. It needs to be said. End of Zed, my man. End of Zed. Before
my book is there too, but go get George's because it's available. Mine's available too, but it's not about me today. I'm just excited to get mine in a couple weeks, and it'll be like Christmas and birthday all in one. I can't wait.
There you go. So, big shout out to End of Zed, who just picked up the book. Check out End of Zed on Instagram. He's got an incredible comic. It's about that little guy right there. It looks so freaking sick. So make sure you check out
pre-order of which one? Of George's?
What's that?
You got your pre-order in? He said that's your book that he got in?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that. On the platform known as Twitter.
I'll have to check. I'm never on my Twitter, so if you send a message to my Twitter, please tell me in real life. The out of my Instagram, I ignore those.
No, X. I don't go on there, man. Hugo, my man.
Simplifies, a rising tide lifts all ships. 100%.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you for being such a positive person and just, you know, passionate about what you do, and you help others like myself, you know, grow as a creator. You give us a platform to talk about our cool stuff, and we have a good time. We laugh.
It's fun. It's fun. Man. We're creative people who like to have fun. You know, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But thanks everyone. I appreciate you guys. And it's been a blast. This has been fun.
Yes. I will play us out with let's see, what am I playing? I'm gonna play out again. If you have a story inside of you, like George and I do, you can join Any One World and become part of our family and hang out with us. Wouldn't that be amazing? So enjoy this little ad about how you can submit your story to Any One World and become one of us. And we will catch you all on the flip side. Bye, everybody.
Later.
If you're an indie creator looking for a home for your comic book, graphic novel, short story collection, or novel, then you've come to the right place. Any One World is a full-service publisher and distributor which can take your creator-owned project and showcase it to the world. We offer two primary distribution channels: digital distribution, where we'll sell your book in our digital bookstore; digital and print distribution, where we'll sell your book in our digital bookstore and distribute through physical bookstores across the UK, USA and Canada. In addition to distribution, Any One World can also work with you to publish your book. We'll publish your book digitally, helping you source artists, edit, format and publish your book in digital format. Digital and print. We'll publish your book digitally and produce and distribute print copies of your work. Digital, print and merch. We'll publish digital and print copies of your book and then work with you to design or distribute products and add-ons such as t-shirts, posters and more. On top of all of this, we can offer additional paid services where required, specifically cover design, editing and formatting. Unlike many traditional publishers, Any One World gives indie creators maximum control and flexibility over publishing and distribution. So if you're looking to partner with us to distribute existing books or publish something new, read carefully through the information below and fill out a submission form.